Hi everybody, welcome back to GregTech New Horizons, episode 35 with me, Sid. It is night time and I have been busy. First things first, don't ignore the stuff in my inventory. It's not secret or anything, it's just a thing. I've been busy. I decided that I don't want the animals over here, so I've cleared those out. Including the chickens, and I also don't want these crops over here, so I'm going to clear those out. These can stay for now, because I am going to need a lot of space. This lot we also need to do something with. I think I'm just going to have to accept that that one I can get the seed for. That one, oh, and that one we can get the seed for. I'm going to guess that one I won't get the seed for because it didn't grow, and that we can grab as well while we're at it. Similarly over here we'll get that and that thunder seed, which sounded really good, but I think it's probably more trouble than it's worth. We'll just get all of this lot out of the way and have done with. So all of this lot, all of these wonderful things needs a home, and I also need to get rid of any seeds that I can. What have we got in here that I don't need? Huckleberry seeds, got stickweed, unknowns, huckleberry. Let me just sort them together. Essence berries, stickweeds. So no, that didn't help at all, did it? Turnips, huckleberry seed. Let's get rid of one of those, and I'm definitely going to put the thyme seed in there. Jungle bonsai, netherwort. I thought I'd already seen netherwort. So netherwort can have the goldfish. Bamboo, barley, turnip. Haven't I already seen turnip somewhere else? Maybe not. Who knows? Huckleberry, unknown. No, maybe not. Unknown. Brown mushrooms, red mushrooms, birch, flax, nickelback, unknown. Stickweeds. We'll take that stickweed out. That coupon can go in there. And that stickweed can come out, and that coupon can go in there. And the rest of those are pretty much scrap, I think. That'll do for now. All of that needs a new home anyway at some point, but first things first, you can go there. Huckleberry, that, and that can all go in there. Those can go in there, and the wood can go in there. I do need to set another burn going actually, because I need charcoal. Yeah, so what have I been doing? Well, I'll show you. Over here on the mainland, we're going to build up basically our harvesting crop area. Because that area over there, that needs to be my area for stuff. So, in here, we've got some seeds, we've got chucks, and with a bit of luck, not ready to, no. 19, oh, they'll be ready in a moment. And we will keep breeding them until they're at the point where they're entity cramming, because apparently that's the thing. In here, we have piggies. In here we have our sheepies. And in here we have the moo cows. And the idea here is that I want to take this out. I should have grabbed 3 buckets of water while I was at it, but I also need to repair this, and this doesn't actually mean or have any effect. It's just me marking on where I'm going to place my water sources, which is there. And then we can go 1, 2, 3, 4 that way, and everything will come out, and that will give us a nice little field, and then we can rinse and repeat probably down to there. So come across here, that will replace that, and we'll do the same this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll get our fields in over here basically, but I'm going to do rows of complete rows basically. So there'll be a row of tomatoes, row of lettuce, row of wheat, row of potatoes, row of carrots, row of everything. And the idea is I want to have a row of more or less everything. I know we've got wheat in the basement over there, but the thought here is that we can, how do I put this? I'll grab maybe 3 of those, that should be enough, I think. We can take all the way, why not? In fact, let's just do my axe while I'm at it. I want to have the crops here that I can use to breed the animals. So I can just come down and go harvest, 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 breed, done. You know, nothing fancy, just let's get it done. I also got a chicken trophy while I was killing off my chickens that I got up there. So, and did you know, I didn't know, it appears that breaking eggs isn't a way of getting baby chickens in GregTech. I'd not noticed that, and so I killed all my chickens and went through a stack of 64 eggs, didn't get a single baby, and I think that might not be a thing. So, yeah, that was a valuable lesson learned. Now the idea here is going to be, which is why I want to go and grab some water quickly in a moment, is that I'm going to put one of those tile lights on top of the water source block. So let me just grab some water, and I'll probably get the, have I got the clay bucket on me? I've got a 4th bucket, that's it. 4 buckets of water, and then I can get 4 of these in, and that will give me a fairly sizable chunk, and then I'll see if I can get 2 more for 6. That should be enough, I hope. We'll see. If it's not, then it's not, and I'll be back in a moment. I couldn't quite fit 6 in. I got 4 in, but might be enough. If necessary, I can relocate this kind of to here, go over this way and relocate the orchard into that spot down there, which might work pretty well. Could also relocate these, so there's plenty of options, but let's see what we got. Couldn't also place these on top of water, they need a block to sit on, so yeah, that was a thing. Potatoes are going to go in here, carrots down here, tomatoes are going to go straight down there, garlic is going to be just 8 of those, and with the, so every 5th block has basically, you know, an 8 rather than a 9, but that's fine. Chilies, and what I'm doing is I'm taking them out of the plots in the garden as I place them, but you know, we're doing pretty good so far. Eggplant, boop boop. Beanses, wasn't sure whether we wanted beans, but beans in real life are a pretty solid staple. We're going to do just those of whatever those were, cabbage. There you go. Right, so I need 3, 7 more 9s. Okay, and then I've got to repeat, and then I'll probably need to find some more space, but that's fine. We'll this is all a work in progress, and its ultimate aim is to make space for more industry over here. So shouldn't grumble, eh? Right, what else have we got? I mean, there's loads of stuff here, like ginger, mustard seeds, coffee, oats. So maybe we'll maybe do What did I say? 7, wasn't it? 7. Sesame seeds is asparagus. No. Sweet potato might be one we want to do. I've only got one of those growing as well for whatever reason. Kiwi. I've got peanuts. Peanuts. Or are they downstairs? They might be downstairs. Oh well, we'll do squash and those and those. That's 5, 6, 7. And basically I need 9 of each of those. So then once I've got myself situated, I head in here and go, right, I want me cantaloupes. Cantaloupes, if I were a cantaloupe, where would I be? Am I even, and there's another question here, which is, am I even on the menu? What are you used for? Just about 4 dishes. I am going to ditch cantaloupes then. We're going to grab another thing. Celery. Why not? There you go. So that should be there. And this is just going to be a fairly tedious... so I should have 9 of those. Onions. Onion. The hard bit is, of course, finding it. And I mean, there was a comment on one of the previous videos saying that Pam's Harvest Craft seems a little bit over it. And yes and no. I like Pam's Harvest Craft. I think it has a place in, for one, it has a place in modded history because it's one of the oldest mods out there. It's been around, well, it just seems to have been around forever. And cucumber, how many did I need? 6, 3, there you go. And then zucchinis, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should do us there. So, you know, it is a really old mod. It has been around since the modding began. I mean, obviously this is 1.710, so this particular pack's old anyway, but it's, yeah, it's been with us as long as I can remember. The other thing is, in a pack like this where you have your food mods, which are basically saying, you know, you need to eat a lot of variety of foods. You need a lot of variety of foods. There's, as best as I can tell, it's very unlikely that you could satisfy the variety using vanilla foodstuffs that's required by the, you know, spice of, I'm not sure whether it's spice of life. And then there's also this, which, you know, if I can get myself my dairy up and stuff, I should start to see benefits from that. And you can see, I mean, I'm already at, well, I'm on yellow hearts, so what's that? That's I'm into the high end of the hearts, put it that way. I can take more punishment. I probably need to take account of that when I'm being a coward, actually. I mean, when I'm being, you know, brave. Anyway, I'm going to carry on doing this, and then I'll make a decision what to do about these. But I think I may need to recreate some of these and just plant them over there, and that will free up this spot, which will give me some space. We can move all of this around, and yeah, I still want to be able to work underneath because, you know, this is 3-dimensional. We may as well. I'll be back in a sec anyway. Alright, I have, for some reason, I don't know why, but this area here was showing as spawnable there, but not when I did it when I was building them on this side, and I don't know why. So I've thrown down some more panels. We've got the orchard growing. I've moved that. We've got another section in here. I've kind of distributed the rubber forest around there, and Here I cocked up and I brought one too few, so I could fix that, but I'll just wait till they grow. This one is a parsnip crop. I only have one of it, so I'm going to grow 8 of those. This one here is a radish crop. I only have 2 of them, so that's there. And then over here we've got 2 spare rows for something that I've not found yet. These are all growing pretty well, actually. All looking pretty good. Chickens are probably ready for another breed. Boop, 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 boop. Somewhat incestuous, but there you go. In theory, I could probably do a breed of the sheepsters. Here, you. And you. Can't do the cattle because I've run out, but I could probably do the pigses. There shouldn't be that many here. I think there's basically 6. That'll do. Well, I thought it would do the last 2. Come on, and there you go, piggy. You. No. Oh, interesting. You can't speed up the growth with food. That's a development. Anyway, all of this was for preparation, so we can clear that space out. So I've got more space to do more power generation, and it's been suggested that I probably want 3 or 4 steam turbines. Now 3 or 4 steam turbines, I should probably just go and put these carrots away. And 3 or 4 steam turbines are, well, it all depends on which turbines you go for, because there is the railcraft steam turbine which generates electricity from steam, outputs water. Water to the bottom requires a rotor, which presumably is that, which is that, which is it's pretty expensive, and I don't know if this is I mean, those are fairly expensive. Those are fairly expensive. However, there is also, if I can find him, not the simple large steam turbine. One of these. Maybe I should have just put steam turbine in there. That might have worked better. And then basic steam turbine, and this is the GregTech version. Consumes 1,552 litres of steam per second. Jesus, how do you produce that much steam? I mean, this is the one that's in our kind of tech tree. Let's just have a look at the. I don't we might have completed something. Oh, I've got that one, but I still want to leave it because it's not helping me if I complete it early. So another use for lava would be a high pressure lava boiler with a more durable steel casing. You can use lava to make steam. Okay. Produces 600 litres of steam per second, causes 20 pollution. So that's a possibility. Got the high pressure coal boiler, we're running that one, and that does 300 litres of steam per second. So that is that one, isn't it? And it's running off coal, which is, yeah, not. Maybe I need to just wander off while we do that. Let's have a look. What else have we got? Then we've got the power of the sun. Fill with water on the bottom, produce steam unlike other boilers, able to stay to the port side, and it does 120, but it's free. but you have to break and replace to descale it, which sounds painful. So that's all of that. I don't think there's any other steam. There's a large version of the steam macerator, not the steam boiler, so that's not helping me. Let me just there. I need that despawned. So let's just take a wander while we ponder this, ponderate and do stuff. So that's all of that lot. What else have we got in? I don't know whether there's anything in here that's actually about generating steam in the low voltage era. Electric macerator. Can I get rid of that and just zoom in a little bit, please? Sifting, hydrogen, methane, so gas. Filling the words. Ferments, ore washers, dust, simple ore washers. Those are things that I do need to do. These washers. I keep getting told repeatedly that I need to do these washers, and I will get around to these washers. I promise at some point. God only knows what that is. A basic centrifuge. Nothing to do with power generation. I can't see where power generation. Basic transport pipes. Interesting. Okay, that might be basic transport fluids, basic transport items, basic transport fluids. That could be, reasonably expensive, but maybe that might be a better way of moving fluids around than the other pipes, just as a thing. Diamond tank is 64 buckets. I thought there was a GregTech tank, stores 64 buckets for a low voltage fluid tank. Medium voltage fluid tank is probably outside of our area. Low voltage advanced steam boiler is the next machine you can build more effectively than high pressure. It won't use fuel up unless it starts to run low on steam. So is this where we need to go? Maybe. Basic steam turbine. Steam boiler. Maybe that's the direction we should go. Let me just get rid of this damn spider, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, I've been making iron rods in I see. Yeah, ran out of space. Iron rods in there. I had to go and do a little bit of mining for some basalt because I have now put in a structure over the top of that. I want to do an experiment with these water tanks because I'm going to need a lot of water, and that transfers a certain amount of water. That creates a certain amount of water. The current rate is 20 litres per second, so that's 20 buckets per second. 20. Difficult. I'll have to check that out. But what I want to know is, can I do that with those? So we are going to make ourselves a couple of water towers worth, maybe 3, because I think we're going to need a lot of water to generate steam. And I should have somewhere kicking around those, which might be enough for me to roof this, because this is just going to be covered over, and then we can bring pipes down, we can get scaffold, possibly using wooden frame boxes. Who knows what I'm going to end up doing. At this stage I'm just looking infrastructure, making sure that I've got enough water production. The trees and everything are growing, the crops are growing. That's looking all better over there, and to be honest, I feel better with that out of the way anyway, so that's all good. This is stone brick, so I am going to need more than this though. But again, all unspawnable, so all good. And
did you get my text?
And yes, I did. Thank you.
Are you answering it?
I haven't read it.
Are you coming out?
Okay, back in a moment. Sorry about that. Wife has decided that food is more important than my recording, so I'm going to have to go and grab some food in a minute. She's probably not wrong. It is food after all. But we need 52 of these and then do some stuff. So I'll be back in a short while. Okay, we have got a water tower on top of there. And depending on if this works or not, we may have a second in our inventory. However, instead of having 26 blocks of water tower, I have got 17 blocks of water tower. Now this is filling. I have no idea whether this will be able to keep up, but let us try. Let me just block that before I fall through it. Poop. No, actually no, that's fine. Poop, poop, poop. Poop, poop. Poop, poop. It's not formed. Ah, damn it. Well, let's just see anyway. I'm one short. Oh, damn. Huh. Okay. I mean, it's confused because it keeps trying to form. Let's see what happens if I make one more then, shall we? Nothing can spawn on those, so we're good there. Yeah, that's annoying. My maths was clearly wrong. That should be right. 6 and 6 plus 5 is 17. I had 17, didn't I? Don't know, but we'll get that sorted and be back in a sec. All right, let's try this. No. Right, well, that answers that question. I mean, it loses all of its progress as well, I think. Okay. Well, that's annoying. So I don't know why you would have a situation where you could do one but not the other, but oh well, such is life. Let's just get these in, and I will need another 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That sounds wrong. There's only supposed to be 26 in there in total. You got 9. So we need 9 plus 8 would be 17, less 4, 13. Okay. Less 1 actually, because I've still got 1 spare. I actually had got those. 12. Okay, right. I'm going to make that, and I think I'm going to make another 3. It's going to be a bit of a pain, but I think we'll have 4 water tanks up there, all feeding into whatever we do down here. I do say whatever we do down here. Actually, oh, hello. Another 8. Okay. So 8 more of those, because we've still got that one there, and then that will give me the 13 I need to take those up to quantity. So 8 more is 16. To get that lot done, and then we need to do another batch and then another batch. I'll be back in an hour or 5. Alright, soft mallet and saw for large wooden pipe. I don't know if these are going to be... Oh, that's a pain. Okay. I'm going to keep these separate because I've got some spare timber. What I can do is grab myself a little bit of stickage and use the spare timber to make... these are going to go like nobody's business, aren't they? So let's just have 4, shall we? Boop, 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 and boop. 26 of those. This will make... I don't think 19 of these will be enough, but I've decided I'm going to... I've had kind of an idea of where I want to go with this build. It's not... Oh, I do need... I need you. So, my thoughts are that this can be kind of semi-open, and we'll just put some mid-floors in. So we're going to be bringing the water down to an advanced steam... Well, probably 2 advanced steam turbines, I think, to generate the steam. And I'll use 2 towers for each. Now that is not based on any scientific basis. I've not sat there and done any maths on the back of an envelope or even back of a fag packet, or in fact on a computer. I have done zero, count them, maths. However, we have got that one's pretty good. That one's at 74,000. That one's at 104 buckets. So they are doing their thing, and then we can pop you in there, and that is, it's got a buffer obviously, so that will go there, and then there. And then there, and then similarly there and there, and there and there, and that's going to have a hole there and a hole there. Okie dokie. Right, so we got our 4 towers. We got our water pipes. We do need to bring those down to this. Now it does say produces things, fuel burns, advanced boiler. It doesn't tell me where the water input is, so I might be okay with 1 each, to be honest, but I've still got to build them anyway, and they're not cheap. You know, there's stuff needed, such as huge steel pipes, which are double plates, so yeah, that's going to be an expensive little outing. Now the question is, how do I want to access these floors? And I think we probably are going to have to come through here, just on that floor, and build out a floor of some description, just to get us kind of working, and see where that takes us. But let me throw... Well, what should we go with? I haven't got a huge... I mean, I've got loads of dark oak planks, so could go there. And I've got plenty of basalt bricks, so could go there. I need to go and get myself something to eat, because my lunchbox is, other than the really nice things, is things... What have I not eaten? Guac. Okay, we'll have a guac. Interestingly, I mean, that presumably is using the durability on those tools, but there we go, doesn't matter. let's let's go with that for starters. I mean, there's nothing that, I mean, that does have the scaffold plank look, doesn't it? It's a shame it's not. Go on, we'll go there. I wasted a bit of durability on my thing, but they're not expensive. I mean, it's, you know, minorly expensive. Right, let's go and have a look how we're going to do this then. Because again, this is not going to be walled in. We might put walls on the edges of the floors just to make sure that I don't, you know, walk off them in a drunken stupor. Let me have that. I'm going to take you, and I did notice that I'd missed a hole there anyway. And we'll come out here for now, and try not to die, which is always, in my experience, is a kind of a good thing to try and do, or not do. And we'll throw some lights on and yada yada once we've got the basic shape. But obviously this is all non-spawnable, so we should be pretty good there, I think. And eventually we'll have scaffolding and some stairwells going up and all the relevant stuff. This is kind of temporary. Well, to be honest, I think it's all kind of temporary, because as we keep building out, we are going to have bigger and bigger things. And other things that we need to fuel. So that in itself is going to become somewhat challenging. Probably going to need a little bit more than this, but this will get, it gets us there, I suppose. And then we can just run this around, pop some walls on it, stop me running off the edge, come up with some kind of access. But once we've got the first things in, then yeah, there's water there, so that's we should be in a position to move forward and get the generator. And this has the advantage that it is also now waterproof, so you know we can bring this down here. Similarly here and here. And in theory, we should be able to connect these up like that. In theory. And similarly there. And yeah, then we're going to do pretty much that, aren't we? Now, I suppose we also need to take out these. I also need to be very careful, because if I step off the edge of that by accident, then I'm very dead. And I'm not sure how necessary this directional bit is, but you know, doesn't hurt, does it? And we'll get the rest thrown on in the morning, I think. Right now we're going to just get this light because it's very dark and very scary. Right, I'll be back in a moment. Oh, right. I think I am probably about as far as I'm going to get this episode. This is actually more hours than I care to admit. Lots of faffing around. Lots of waiting for things. But we've got this in. Now, that means that in theory, if I can get myself 2 advanced boilers, they will make the steam. Apparently they don't explode if there's no water, which is great. I'm not worried about pollution because I don't do pollution. And yeah, so that's the things we need to make. Most of this is just going to be, well, we got 2 of them. Luckily, this is relatively inexpensive. The LV machine casing is it's all steel, but it's relatively inexpensive. Double lead plates, steel. We need the steel tanks, and we need those. Now, lead plates, that's just double leading. I think I've got everything I need there. Obviously need to make 2 of those, but that again is just going to be iron, furnace, and yeah, it's stuff. And that will get us to having the steam output, which we can then pump into a basic steam turbine. So the question is, and I don't know, is the answer to this is how much power that produces. Now, I don't want to be transmitting power down there initially. So what I will probably do is try and make some more sodium and eventually lithium batteries, use these turbines to charge batteries, and I will just take batteries down and use them. The solar panel can just be temporary. But right now, I think we're going to call this, in fact I'm going to take my screenshot from the top, I think. We're going to call this one an episode, but we moved everything off of our base there, and we have expanded, so that's good. We will, with a bit of AFKing, have 4 full tanks of water. The oldest one is 123 buckets. You're at 96, 48, and 20. So steady progress, but that's fine. It's just that may be overkill, probably isn't. I've got a sneaking suspicion that whenever I sit there and think something is overkill in GregTech, it will prove to be everything but overkill and probably underkill. Oh, sorry, excuse me, a little sneeze stuck up on me there. But yeah, and I keep meaning to, do we have elevators in this? We do. Can we? Aluminium frame box. So that's the, yeah, okay, and an ender pearl plate, which I honestly, block of ender pearl, 9 ender pearl. So that's probably the easiest bit there, the aluminium. Yeah, we're a little bit behind that, but eventually we'll get the elevators, and then hopefully that will make traveling around this a lot easier. That's going to go there. I would like ultimately to bring my storage system maybe over to here on this side of the thing, so I'm not kind of going from one side to the other. Everything's easily accessible, but we'll see on that one, because the other thing I was looking at was draw controllers, and for that I need stainless steel. I'm going to need other machines for that. But yeah, on that note, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.